Here in the state of Michigan, we have endured many absolutely retardando governors. If you don't know what that word means, sound it out or look it up in the context of music, because I'm trying really hard not to get banned on any major platforms by saying words that I shouldn't be saying, like retarded, like these people, the governors that we have elected in Michigan. I'll run them through you real quick, or run you through them real quick. Either way, they deserve to be run through with a broadsword. John Engler, from 91 until 02. You know what he did? He helped Michigan stay exactly flat. As far as growth goes, flat? Is that what flat is? Growth, nada, none. 90s, Michigan passed us by. Hey, Jennifer Granholm, the bitch with the dumb mole right here, who sold us to Mexico or to China. Pick one. Your job went there if you worked in manufacturing. Then you go to Rick Snyder. You want to know what Rick Snyder did? He told all Republicans, hey, you guys, are you sick of the moldy bitch? Which we all fucking were. And then he said, I have my protector for my pocket, and I have my pens, and I have my calculator. I'll go fix the state. And we all said yay. And then he didn't, and the Flint water crisis happened. Now, I've already said that happened before he was elected, but it doesn't matter. If it continued under his watch, it's his buck to keep, not to pass. And now we have Gretchen Whitmer. And now we have Gretchen Whitmer. Stretchin' Gretchen. If you grew up around the Forest Hills area in Grand Rapids, then you've probably heard that she was a bit of a hoe. But that's not why this is important. It doesn't matter if we get rid of a hoe or a virgin, a demon or a saint. It matters that we get rid of someone who is devaluing and diminishing what it means to be a Michigan worker and what it means to be a citizen of the state. She believes that she is the Queen Regent. She believes that she is the dictator when it comes to your health, your business, your finances, and your freedom. I disagree. I'd love to think that many others would disagree, but unfortunately, we have a state that has allowed this to happen. They've elected. We don't know if the votes are real at this point. Can you legitimately say you believe your election is true and honest and without any fraud? How can you say that? You don't know. There's never been an audit. So we elect someone like Gretchen Whitmer, Stretchin' Gretchen, and then we think that she's going to do anything but fuck us. No. So Steven Crowder, he announces he is considering, this is not official, but he's announced it, which means to me, you don't announce something as a high-profile official spokesperson like he is for the conservative movement. You don't say something unless you're going to do it. He says he's going to run for governor of Michigan. He says he's considering running for office, and that the office may be governor of Michigan. I thought he may run for Congress in Texas. That would make more sense. He lives there. He works there. Maybe he thinks he has more influence over an entire populace at once, which is true, as governor of a single state. And the best way to do that, I would imagine he has maintained his residency in Grand Rapids. So, Stephen, we welcome you back. I will do everything in my power to empower you and enable you locally and statewide. If you are back in GR, hit me up. If you are statewide, let me know. I'd love to show up to every single thing that you're doing, because so long as you are challenging Gretchen Whitmer, well, we'll be pushing for you hard against the Stretchin' Gretchen. We will be doing everything that we can do to push for Steven Crowder for governor for Michigan. As long as we are, well, you can hear what I'm trying to build up to. I want to keep America afloat, but I don't know how to ask you to like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, and then, now we're there. Keep Michigan and America afloat.
Right? So if somebody can come in and not do that,
I'm thinking of running for office. I never thought about running for office. I have thought about it. Honestly.
What would you run for?
Is it premature? Maybe governor of Michigan.
Ooh,
I'm down. You should.
Or maybe mayor.
Politically.
Or maybe mayor of some town in Michigan. Okay. Someplace I could actually make a difference. And here's what I would just, listen, release the Vox attack video. Be like the 8 Mile Rabbit. Tell them something they don't know about me. But the only reason I would do it is because what I am most afraid of, we can leave on this unless you have a chat that you think we need to hit. What I am most afraid of going forward with someone like Donald Trump, and I know Donald Trump is an egotist, and I know that Donald Trump was in it for his own self-interest to some capacity, but he also stood a lot to lose, right?
Yeah.
He came from the private sector. He was an outsider, and that was a huge component to the vitriolic hatred that he experienced.
Yeah.
And I am afraid that because of Donald Trump being held, his scalp being, hung up there, basically, not only Donald Trump, but they want to crucify anyone who supported Donald Trump, like the slave revolt in Spartacus along the road, just to let you know what happens if you support an outsider. I am so concerned now, especially in the era of social media, where everyone has stuff out there that can be used against them, that people, good people, who actually want to change the country for good will be afraid to run because they know their lives will be destroyed, their reputation will be destroyed, their families will be dragged through the mud because of the elite political system, the ruling class in Washington, D.C. And so the only people who will continue to live in that swamp are the direct beneficiaries of nepotism or being given a free path so long as they play along to get along. And so the only reason I would ever consider, and this is why I am actually considering running, is because I have nothing to lose. I've made a lot of mistakes. My flaws are open for everyone to see, on full display. And you know what? I don't want people to feel like there is the government who rules over them. The government is meant to be ruled by people who represent you. It's meant to be ruled by people like you. And I don't just mean Ivy League educated Harvard grads and lawyers and think tank elites. I mean small business owners. I mean people out there who maybe you run a construction company. I want all of those folks out there to feel as though they can represent their constituents without fear of having their life being destroyed. And that is what I am most worried about with the fallout and the public crucifixion of anyone, including a lot of good Americans who love their country and supporting Donald Trump. And that's the only reason I have ever or would ever consider running for an office where I felt I could make a quantifiable difference. And I'd have to give all of this up. But you guys let me know what you think. It's not something that's on the near horizon, but it's something that's been percolating.
Watch Good Morning Mug Club live every Monday through Thursday at 10:15 Eastern.